And another thing that you should take note as he's singing, watch his demeanor. I mean, number one, he's playing bass at the same time, which is incredible. To be able to keep up with both, I don't know how he does it. But he's totally relaxed. No matter where he's singing in his range, he's totally relaxed. And that demeanor helps to be able to hit these notes night after night with consistency. He's not straining for anything.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
All right, so we're going to be doing a reaction today to one of my personal favorite rock bands, Rush. Little known fact, my dad actually went to school, high school, Newton Brook High School, with Geddy Lee. And they were in different grades, but they crossed paths, which I thought was so cool. Also, the Toronto connection. I'm from Toronto originally, and so are they. And we've got the Jewish aspect also with Geddy Lee. So we've got a lot of things in common. So let's check out one of my favorite songs from them, Limelight.
It's a great pleasure for us to be back once again.
Wow, look at that crowd.
We've got a lot of things to do for you this evening.
I love the hair.
Moving Pictures album. Right now we'd like to do one of those songs. This is Living in the Limelight.
One thing that's very interesting about Geddy Lee and his voice is that if you hear him speak like he just did right now, you would never guess his singing voice would be that of his speaking voice because he uses so much of his head voice. So head voice is that woo type of quality to your voice, and he sings pretty much all his songs up there. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about right over here.
If you want to see an uncut version of this video, check out the link in the description.
Look at Neil. One of the best drummers we lost, unfortunately.
In touch with some reality beyond the gilded cage.
So you could really hear how forward he's placing his voice and how heady it is. So what I mean by heady is he's not using a lot of chest voice when he's singing. So instead of going, living on a lighted stage, that would be more chesty. He's going much more, living on a lighted stage. So it's much more forward and heady. It's about as clear as I can get with it, as opposed to using much more of his bass resonance. He's using a lot more of that treble aspect to his voice.
One must put up barriers to keep oneself in.
Another thing that you're going to notice about Geddy's voice is that he's not worried about thinning out his vocal cords to the necessary place to be able to hit the notes that he's hitting. He's singing quite high for a male singer, and a lot of singers try to put too much weight into their voice. He is not worried to thin out his voice and let his vocal cords thin out and his sound thin out with it, and that has become his signature in how he sings, in that very head voice dominant approach. If you want to sing with more confidence and power, then you have to sign up for my lesson subscription. You get 2 group lessons with me personally every single week. You get access to all my courses, and you get access to recordings of all my one-on-one lessons with my students. That will help you learn vicariously through them. Click the link down below to sign up now.
Fascination, the real relation beyond the body.
And he sounds incredible. Wow, like that's really live. There's no auto-tune there. There's no processing. There's, a little bit of echo and stuff. But other than that, it's his voice. And like, I don't think we have singers today that sing like this in a live capacity.
I can pretend a stranger is a long-awaited friend.
Sounds almost exactly like the record.
All the world's in need of stage. We are many players before.
Yeah, so like right there on that part, he doesn't narrow things down and go, many players, right? He could go much more chest heavy, many players, and be much more like that. But he goes much more light and much more heady with it. Many players, going much more on the leading it to thin out and approach it with much more head resonance.
Each another's audience outside the gilded cage.
And another thing that you should take note as he's singing, watch his demeanor. I mean, number one, he's playing bass at the same time, which is incredible. To be able to keep up with both, I don't know how he does it. But he's totally relaxed. No matter where he's singing in his range, he's totally relaxed. And that demeanor helps to be able to hit these notes night after night with consistency. He's not straining for anything.
Those who wish to be must
Listen to those drums. Without missing a beat. That makes it very good that Geddy is a instrumentalist because he knows exactly when to come. He's not missing the rhythm at all because, he is part of the rhythm section of the band. So he is really like flowing through. When you hear them on the record, it's like, I remember being mind blown when I realized there were only 3 members. Like they fill out the sound so much more than just what you would think 3 members could do. And so there, you could see totally relaxed, going for that high note. And you could see how he brings his sound very forward, what we call into the mask. So singing it right into the front of his face by almost like imagining a bit of a smile or a snarl. And so that's what he's doing there on that word to be able to bring that sound very forward. Wow. What an incredible performance. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, check out that one right there. You're gonna like it.